So over here is my squash that has gone all the way from over there, grown and come over here, but this is really cool. You can see the whole process, the way it's set up. So here's the squash blossom. This will be a butternut squash. And if you look, right attached to the blossom right here, that's the actual squash. So if the blossom gets pollinated correctly, that will continue to grow into a yummy squash. And so here's another example. The blossom hasn't opened yet, but there's the beginning of the squash. So I already have one here, and we'll just follow it up. Look at over here. Let me see if I can get it. Do you see that baby squash right there? Very tip. Isn't that cool? So it is a vining plant, if you see this. What this will do is these little support things are going to be looking for potential. So they'll unfurl and then they'll kind of move around until they find an anchor. And then they'll grow like total crazy and attach on. So once these squash get a little bit bigger, I will put like a support under it to hold them. But the garden is doing such cool stuff today. Let's get an update. So this is from the same plant now. So this is a bigger squash, butternut squash. And then the vine just grew all the way over, grew through my Brussels sprouts, and is now crawling up the deer fence. Isn't that badass? And it started, hello darlings, it started over here. Let's see. Okay, this is so hard. Totally have the wrong shoes on for this. But I don't want to step on anything. So I just got to step very carefully. I've got my rose without the thorns dress on. All right, here we are, darlings. Check out the tomatoes. Look at all my tomatoes. Here's a nice beefsteak. I've already taken 2 off this plant. Right now I've got 4 on there. Look at all these. The tomatoes have loved this weather. Look at how big these are. And it's still going. These are the 4th of July tomatoes. Now, the end ones, some animals have gotten into them. Hold on, let me see if I can see that. But I keep them on because the animals, if they come back, they'll go back to this one. And so, if you have an animal that's ate one of your tomatoes, just keep it on there. Keep it on there till it falls off. Because there's a chance they'll eat that rather than this. And if it's already cracked open like that, it's easier for them. So I'm going to pull some of these tomatoes off. But look at how cool these are. Look at this. Okay. Isn't that amazing? Here's my hand. They're just like, they're this size, which is perfect for like a sandwich. So cool. Here's my cherry tomatoes. I've gotten quite a few off of here. It's got a bunch. But these are like the coolest. My accordion tomatoes. Check these out. Look at how big this is. These are called accordion tomatoes. They're super cool. This tomato plant, oh my God, it's gotta be like 10 feet tall now. And it's just pumping out these giant, look at how giant that is. Such a cool tomato plant. And I got this from a neighbor last year who had an extra seedling, and he gave it to me. And I grew it, and I picked the biggest tomato, and I saved the seeds from them and planted them again this year. And look at that. I had another neighbor share some of her seedlings this year too for me. So it's cool when you live by other gardeners. People who garden, they got the same soul, man. Tomato.